Hi guys, this is Hrithik Roshan and you are watching Bollywood Hangama.
All right, so finally we have with us Hrithik Roshan. He's having a terrific run right now. Super 30 has been doing exceptional business at the box office, but more importantly, it is bringing a change. People are talking about it. Why it's important to incorporate education as a very important aspect of everyday life in the country. So, pleasure having you back on Bollywood Hangama.
Thank you.
And we
Always
genuinely
good to be
hope
back
that
with you.
you do many more movies because we are meeting you after 2.5 years.
Yeah.
We genuinely hope that. All right, and how do you feel? A movie which is doing exceptional business at the box office. At the same time, it is becoming a talking point. People are talking about the relevance of such coachings, why it's important to pursue higher education, and how it can possibly affect the future of the country.
It's very important. Without information, education, that all is your ammunition that you need to navigate your life. Without knowing about the world around you, without knowing about the social happenings around your city, your country, your world, it is very hard to navigate yourself. So that's very important. But that's not why I did the film. I did the film simply because it was a damn good script. It impacted me at a cellular level. It filled me up with so much passion, and it impacted me so much that I just knew that I had to do this film. And I think the reason is because it talks about a hopeless man who gives hope to other people. A man who has seen such hopelessness decides to give hope to others who have been hopeless. And he tells them to dream. He tells them, yeah, you don't worry. So it's telling our children to dream. It's telling our kids, our children, and all the people who are finding themselves in a hopeless environment to dream. Dream the impossible. Why not? You dream. And at the same time, it is inspiring the people who can help those people to make their dreams come true. So it's inspiring the contributors, the people who can build those roads, those platforms to help those people to make their dreams come true. So it is actually triggering a spark at both ends of the spectrum. And this loop is what causes progress, growth, evolution. Because if the dreamers and the people who need to hope and dream don't hope and dream, you will never move forward. And if the people who can help those people don't help them, then it's again it's an uphill task. So it is doing something that's so magical. It is doing that at a macro and a micro level. Because even inside you, there is a side of you that is sometimes hopeless, and there is a side of you that sometimes is in a position to help someone, to contribute. So it's inspiring both those aspects within yourself also. That if I'm hopeless, I should not be. I should still hope. I should still dream. And if there is something that I can do to help this person or that person, yeah, what can I do? What can I do to contribute to people, society, world? What can I do? And if you ask these questions, you will get a lot of answers. So it's doing that, and that's what it did to me. Which is why I fell in love with it.
You personally found it inspiring as well.
Oh my God, yeah.
And cathartic in a way?
It was already...
When you said it gave you hope and...
It is already something that, I mean, it just helped me to express what I have been thinking all my life. Most of my life. I wanted to say these things and didn't know how, and then the script came along. Which is why I gave my life to it. I was like, wow, this is something that I really believe in.
So when the script came to you for the first time, what was your initial reaction like when you just read it for the first time?
I was blown away. I was blown away. By the end of the film, at the end, I was shaking. I was crying. I was shaking. I was like, I was just taking these deep breaths and saying, I can't get over it. My God. It's such a triumph, this triumph of spirit, this film. I'm a sucker for these films. I'm a sucker for triumph of spirit kind of films. So yeah, it really impacted me. I was blown.
So anyone who has followed your trajectory,
And there were people who told
Jay.
me, don't do such a film. You know, but they told me the same thing before I did films like Koi Mil Gaya. That you have an action hero image. What are you doing? What kind of films are you doing? It's very important to fight the mathematics and calculation when it comes to things of the heart.
right?
You know, films and creativity should be done from the heart, and that's how I would like to do it. Of course, you can't judge others, but I really feel that creativity and things of the heart, you should not have thoughts about box office, business, manipulations, calculations, permutation, combination, all out the window. इसने मुझे touch किया है. I'm going to give my heart to this, and let's see what happens.
You're saying that box office maybe is something not a part of the consideration, but the fact is that you're one of the superstars of the country. For the last 15 years, you've consistently delivered big blockbusters. So I think box office pressure to a certain extent must be there.
Yeah, pressure is there. But it doesn't guide me. It doesn't steer my decisions of not doing a film that I know is good. So, like when Zoya came to me for ZNMD, it was again a thought that, a lot of my father's friends told my dad, what is your son doing? You should not do this film. He's a big star. Being in a status where you can empower good scripts is what being a star means.
It's all about.
If you ask me, if being a star means के दुकान खोल के बैठ जाओ और अभी तो just keep earning, keep shelling out films that work and keep money rolling. That for me is not being a star. I think anybody who has a status where they can empower good things, people, scripts, whatever, that is what you should use your power for. And sometimes it will work, sometimes it will not work.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you should change your way of life.
In the last few years, like say I would say 10-15 years, you're one of the very few actors who has developed this credibility that if Hrithik is doing a certain film, तो उसमें कुछ ना कुछ तो अलग होगा. That has been consistent with all your films in the last 15 years, 10-15 years at least.
While you're saying this,
that.
I'm thinking, what's my dialogue in my head? Like, shit, yeah. Just yesterday I was thinking that, that script is good enough. I should just do it because it's got this, it's got that. कर लूँ क्या ऐसी एक film में where I can just have some fun. Now you're saying, credibility hai, something has to be there in the film. So I'm thinking, shit, maybe not. I'll give that script a pass.
No, but it's like a double-edged sword because there are people who want you to do like a dance film. Because that's something which comes
in the film. If
naturally
there's
to you.
only dance, then again there will be.
So but people would love to see you doing like action and dance, something that is like something that you are very good at.
I am.
Maybe what is the answer to that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will come to that.
Hopefully, War will answer all those questions.
We'll come to that. So why I'm saying it is that say in Super 30, you're having the most unorthodox fight sequence. It's like a very unorthodox fight sequence, the way the kids, they tend to just maneuver the way they do. And I've seen it in the theatre. People love it because it's something that they've not seen before. And that's something that is in a way expected from a Hrithik Roshan movie. क्या कुछ ऐसी चीज होगी जो हमने शायद पहले नहीं देखी है.
That's what I look for.
And do you like it? Do you like it when the public likes it? People are.
Of course.
People are loving the film in the theatres.
Of course. I mean, that is the biggest vindication. It does things to you which even you don't realize. It's very empowering. It's very encouraging. It is very relieving. Satisfying that. So. What actually, it's not about the success or failure of the film, it is about instincts being right or wrong. I have done films that have not done well and yet I felt very empowered because it was in line with my instincts. I felt, after I saw the first copy of the film, I felt I've not gone right in this film. And when it does not do well, I feel great about myself because my instincts are right. So everything is about empowering myself with my instincts. So when a film like this does well, again, my instincts are proven right. So I get more encouraged. I should follow my heart. So that's what I enjoy about a success or a failure. And so far, by the way, I've never been wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I've never been wrong in predicting the fate of my own film. Once I see the first copy, I know exactly, and I've never been wrong.
Tax-free in 5 states, and the reports are that since the time it has gone tax-free, the families are coming in the theaters to watch the films, and the Friday numbers, they are there for everyone to see that how it is doing. Do you feel good when you get support from the people who matter and they understand, like someone
Yeah.
like Manish Sisodia, what he tweeted, and in terms of education, do you feel good that people are actually taking notice, and that too
course.
quickly, not
When
after 3 weeks?
something that can cause a positive change in society or in the individual gets such support, it's very heartening. Because I'm that kind of person. If I like somebody's work, if I appreciate or admire something about someone, I don't just admire and keep it to myself. I go the extra length. I travel that extra mile to make sure that the person knows that I have appreciated their work or what they did or what they said or whatever. So I think this is something that should be propagated more. That if you like somebody's work, if you want to support, you must go out of your way and let that person know, because that's how this loop of progress and creativity works. You know, without the encouragement, without the support, even Gandhi or Nelson Mandela would not have been able to do anything. It is because the strength was supported. Their ideology, whatever it was supported. You know, when you support strength, it becomes stronger.
You have some wonderful people in the film who have really delivered, I think, really fine performances. Virender Ji, I think,
Oh my God,
he's
yeah.
played your father. I personally feel it's one of his best performances
Oh,
ever.
it's amazing.
He's so inspirational.
Amazing. There have been so many little close-ups that I've seen of his in the film, which they are just perfection.
Right.
There's so much heart in that, you know, and it's definitely coming from, and this is something I believe that you can only project on screen. You can project a lot, but you can only if something is actually touching you, you know, if somebody has made you feel a certain way, then that feeling is inside that person as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So I believe that his work in the film is a representation of the kind of person he is. He is full of that love. He's full of the humility and all the little feelings that he's made us feel in the film. He has all of that inside, which is why he can do it so well.
Right. I think even वो साइकिल का चेन का जो दिखाया गया है फिल्म में, I think वो भी बहुत interesting है. I think it's very symbolic.
It's a character in the film.
It's like a character in the film as well, which is very interesting. And then the lady who's playing your mom, I think she's wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful.
And
The casting of this film has
casting is
been just
outstanding.
incredible.
The kids, I think they are brilliant. What they
Outstanding.
bring to the table is.
Do you know that some of those kids are actual students of
Mukesh Chabra told me that.
Anand sir? Yeah.
Yeah. He
Some
had-
of the actors are the real students. So when I was acting, when I entered the classroom, which was a set, I knew that I could be found out like that. मुझे देख लेंगे, they'll say ये तो acting है. So it was like a litmus test for me. I was very anxious. That worked out.
As an actor, how important is the body language for you? Because when you're seeing the body language of you as Anand Kumar, it's completely different from what you've ever done before. And it's like simply not recognizable. Even जिस तरीके से आप वो करते हैं कि that हो जाएगा, जो एक उसमें वो है, it's something which is, how crucial is getting the body language right?
Very. I think, but the body language, I think, comes from a change of stance in your thoughts. You know, when your belief system needs to change its stance about what is good, what is bad, what is permissible in society, so as Ritik, there are a lot of things that I would not do because I have been taught a certain mannerism, a certain traits, which I had to change in my mind when I was doing this role. So because there's a lot of freedom and abandon in the Bihari accent, in the Bihari personality, the behavior, There's a lot of abandon. So I had to unlearn a lot of things, which I enjoyed a lot. I mean, these are all restrictions that we put on ourselves, right? That we have to sit. I mean, like you're sitting in a certain way right now because it's presentable.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so am I.
Right.
You know, I've worn certain clothes because they make me look more presentable. But is it really me? Me? No. I mean, I'm so many more shades.
Yeah.
You know, I sometimes sit in that way or that way. But so these are things that I had to let go of. That I'm not going to have any of those filters guiding my actions and behavior. And actually, I started to live like that, not just in front of the camera. I started to be like that with my kids. They also enjoyed it a lot because, you know, dad was just like doing his own thing, you know. So yeah, I enjoyed it so much. Yeah. I think it also made me a bit more freer in my own being. So in a lot of ways, it's changed me. I've incorporated those patterns of thought. It actually made me a bit more authentic. That's the word. It made
Authentic
me
in
realize.
what way?
It made me realize that I don't have to project that I'm a nice person. I'm a nice person. That's inherent in me. I need to trust that. I need to remember that. I need to have faith in that. And then I can just be authentic. I can tell you off if I don't like you. I can be, you know, a little harsh with you if that's my instinct. With my friends, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that being authentic is the most attractive thing in the world. So if you're authentic, you know, and you're being real, that's the most attractive thing in the world. So that's something I've learned, which is new for me. Yeah.
When the promo came out, so there were a few apprehensions about the accent and maybe the color tone of the skin color tone. But once the movie released, I think those things, they're not being said. Do you at times take criticism seriously? Do you think that maybe there's something in that, or you feel that maybe?
Yeah, I do. But there wasn't anything in this one.
Once the movie released, I think people are not having any issues.
I really believe that the exterior is not so important. It's almost like that saying, no? Don't judge a book by its
Let's cover.
So a lot of times we look at a person, maybe who's on the street, and we think, yeah, he won't be as intelligent as me. He won't be as cool as me. But you know what? Be surprised. Bhagwan jab baantata hai na all these talents and these character traits, he doesn't look at geography, money, and status when he distributes these character traits. So the exterior is a very, very dangerous layer to judge a person by. So I also don't allow myself to be judged by people who are criticizing my hair, shirt, pant, skin. I don't bother because I know, yaar, mera dil sahi. If my heart is right, if I've matched. When I read that script, I knew that this person was me. Anand sir's journey, somehow, I mean, we are from two different parts of the world, was absolutely alike in many ways. So I knew my heart is a match. Once your heart is a match, nothing else matters.
You also had two wonderful actors in Pankaj Tripathi and Aditya.
Yeah.
I think they're really good. And how important is to have
Very
competent
My God,
actors?
very important. For me, it's very, very important. I'm only as good as the actor who's in front of me, because I'll say this and you'll react to it you'll argue it out, but I don't believe I am a great actor or even a good actor. I am only someone who can react to stimulus. I'm very good at that. I'm very good at reacting to stimulus. So if the actor in front of me is mind blowing, it'll take my work up as well, because I'm reacting to that. So it's very important for me. Of course, I started off perfecting the craft, perfecting the look and all of that. So that is the craft side of it, which in time I let go of, because I'm saying again, it's not being authentic. It is a very good skill that helps you in front of the camera. You should know that skill, but eventually you have to have the balance of the craft and the art. And the art comes from the heart. So
Right.
it's a mix between the craft and heart. So when it comes to films like this, when it's all about the heart, you have to have the stimulus has to be great. So I'm very, very thankful, very grateful that I got a chance to work with great actors in this film.
You enjoy a tremendous camaraderie within the film industry. People are very happy for your film doing so well. And I've been speaking to a lot of actors, and at least in the last few, maybe like a few weeks or maybe like a month, a lot of actors and actresses, they've been talking about Hrithik Roshan. Like, say, I interviewed Kriti Sen, and she like, I would love to do a film with Hrithik Roshan. And that refrain is repeating quite often of late. How crucial is it to get this sort of love and respect from your peers and from people within the industry?
It's very important. People, especially people that you admire, people's work that you liked, and they like you back, they like your work back. It really, people from your fraternity, when they appreciate, it's a different kind of high. So again, yeah, I'm very thankful that to all of them who have appreciated my work and taken the effort to message me and say those words. It really means a lot to me.
What is the best compliment that you feel that from within the fraternity that you must have received?
Impossible for me to pick,
Too many of
because
them.
it's not really the best compliment. It's about I can't express it. It does so many things, because every equation that you have with a person is not the same, but they fill you up in such beautiful ways. Every equation, it could not. It doesn't mean that if a big star has complimented me, it doesn't compete with somebody who is a worker in my house, and he comes to me and he has a tear in his eye and he said, "बहुत अच्छी लगी film मुझे." That just, so you can't really pick a best. I don't think there is a best in this. I don't even think there's any best in creativity. You just do things which look authentic, they feel good, and they work. And you give your gratitude, and you gotta get back to emptying yourself out again, and then starting once more. There have been a lot of reactions which have really, really touched me. Brought a tear to my eye. So,
Okay, so you said about the worker in your house. So one very important aspect that the film is talking about is this breaking the class consciousness. The Basanti song, what it does is that why it's important not to make anyone conscious of their class or their
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
That's something which is connecting a lot with the people.
we are so fast, so quick to judge people. It is very sad, and that is coming from a cultural intolerance or whatever. I don't know where it comes from, but it is something that we just really need to talk about and break. Do not judge people. Be more tolerant. Do not judge them by their looks. Do not judge them by their words. Words can mean different things to different people from different parts of the world. You can't start a war because someone said a certain word that has affected you in a certain other way. Or somebody looks a certain way and you already decide that, no, this person can't do this or can't do that. So this intolerance really bugs me. It really, really bugs me. We need to be more open-minded, more acceptable, more inclusive of different ideologies, ideas. Understand where one culture is coming from. That is why they think this is good or this is bad. So that inclusivity is very, very important. That's the only way to feel a union, to feel like the human race is getting more into like being a community.
I still remember, so while I was coming for this interview, I was just remembering constantly that after Guzarish, we spoke to you at your home, and I still remember that conversation, and you were so excited about that film, and it had affected you so much in a very positive manner, and that how you would want to be positive and throughout your life, and it showed on your face. When we see you tackling your personal issues with so much of dignity, it seems as if Hrithik Roshan is a superhero in real life as well. How important is it to just maintain that dignity in your personal life?
I don't know if it's about dignity. I don't know if that is. But thanks for saying that. I don't know how to articulate this. But yeah, that's the only way I.
Because a lot of people acknowledge that. He is very dignified. He just maintains a certain composure. He keeps on doing his work.
I think because I'm naive. I have a naive belief that the universe is watching. I have a naive belief that there is magic in the world. That if you are a certain kind of character, one way or the other, it's going to manifest in the world. I have a very naive belief of that. So that thought consoles me. That thought drives me. It composes me. It makes me very assured, and it's an infallible belief. No matter what you say, it can't break. My thinking of the fact that there is something something more than what meets the eye. The world is it's more than what meets the eye. There's magic. So why worry? You have to just concentrate on building your character, being the best version of yourself. In comparison to someone else, it might still be less. As long as you're being the best version of yourself, trying to, you'll never reach there. But as long as you're trying, that's your attempt every single day to learn, to allow yourself to make mistakes, to learn from them, is something that I believe in. And that is something that guides me.
Tiger Shroff is like a huge admirer of yours. He literally worships you. And the moment he starts talking about you, it seems like he's talking about a god. And he generally believes in that as well. How do you relate to and respond to such devotion from a co-star and a colleague?
I don't believe it, first of all.
But he's very genuine. He's a very genuine guy.
I will expand. I don't believe the words, but I know that I have been able to inspire someone. That person today is inspiring me back. So I really enjoy this circle that has been created with Tiger, because now when Tiger stands in front of me, I cannot be lazy. I cannot be complacent. He's doing to me now what probably I did to him a few years back. So that is something that has come around, a full circle. And I'm so grateful to myself that I inspired someone who now is inspiring me back.
Right.
So well done. But yeah, working with Tiger has been a phenomenal experience. He's reminded me of how hard I used to work. It's absolutely incredible. I think Tiger is somebody. I mean, I just got a flash of his dad, who I call King since the film that he did with my father.
King Uncle.
King Uncle. So I call him King. And I remember when at my dad's parties in the house, he used to come over. The party used to be going on upstairs, and I used to find Jackie Uncle in the kitchen on the floor talking to my staff, my dad's staff. And that it just used to blow my mind. I was like, wow, this is so cool. Such abundance, such freedom. So it just occurred to me, since we're talking about the film and all, there was no distinction in his mind about कि मैं star हूँ, ये workers हैं. I can't sit with them and talk. No, he was on the floor, चौकड़ी मार के बैठ के, he was talking to them. So even I sat down with him.
Right.
What a great lesson I learned that day, and it stayed with me. So which is why I'm talking about it. And Tiger's got the same thing.
Yeah.
Tiger has inherited the humility.
Very humble guy.
Also the passion, the discipline. I mean, he's incredible. I think he's going to be untouchable for the next 50 years, I think.
Oh my God. You'd be very happy to hear that. The promo of War, I think it's got a brilliant response.
Thank you. Yeah.
People are loving it like anything.
Thanks.
I think it's going to be a very, very good news for your fans, because they've been waiting very patiently. It's been a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
After Kabul, 2.5 years for this one.
Yeah.
And they're happy that, say, October...
I'm happy. I finally found a script that I could play that guy in. Yeah. I'm always looking to play that guy. But it's very difficult to find a script that will match that guy's intelligence, if you know what I mean.
The character's intelligence?
Yeah, that it's a certain character that I really enjoy doing. He's the kind of guy that I played like in Dhoom 2. There's a certain composure, there's a certain intelligence about him, which is very hard to write. But finally, someone cracked it, and when Sid came to me with the script, I was just I jumped on it. It's like
The
this is-
dialogues are very punchy. At least in the promo,
Yeah.
what we see, it's
yeah.
something that
there's a lot that is punchy in the film.
right.
A lot of those in the film.
And I believe you guys are shooting for the song in August.
Yeah.
Because now everyone is waiting for a dance-off between Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff. It will be historic, I believe.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And knowing you, I think there'll be something new in the dance form as well, maybe.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a fight. So yeah, but I'm going to try and get that edge in somehow.
Right.
Because yeah, it's too early to talk about it. We'll talk about it after it's done.
Ji, bilkul. You're doing Satya Prasatha remake for Farah?
I have about 3 or 4 scripts with me right now. I have still to read them all, and I will make up my mind about my next one. I have not yet done that.
But Satya Prasatha may be one of them.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. All right. And apparently you're doing a film for Anand Rai with Sara Ali Khan.
No, that's not true. I have not been contacted by
Anand
Anand,
Rai.
yeah. I have not.
Okay, so there's no truth.
No, there's no truth in that. Not so far, at least. I have no idea.
And Krish 4 is something that people are desperately waiting for.
Yeah, me too. Man.
Because Krish is
I'm telling you,
something
it's
that-
something that is so aspirational right now, and I don't want to do the film if we can't achieve what we want to achieve with it. So I'm going to make sure that should be a certainty that we have to match a certain level now. If that's not going to happen, then I'd rather not make the film. But we are ready. We're good to go. And
So the script is ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And how is Rakesh doing right now?
he's doing well. He's doing well.
He's better?
Yes. Every day is a show of courage and strength. And
And I believe
but he's good at that.
His birthday is coming as well.
Yes.
In September, from what I understand. Right. So, Hrithik Roshan, congratulations once again for Super 30. I
Thank
think
you.
tremendous film, and it's great talking to you. And looking forward to War and everything that you'll be doing.
Thanks,
And thank you for, I think, inspiring a lot of people with your on-screen and off-screen persona. Thank you so much.
That's so nice of you to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
Hi guys, this is Hrithik Roshan and you are watching Bollywood Hungama.